10 ways to handle difficult customers and keep them coming back to patronize you. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through 10 steps to handle difficult customers. My name is Wale Oyebanji, and I welcome you to my channel, Get Customers with me, Wale Oyebanji. Before I go into today's video, if it's your first time, I'd like to welcome you once again and invite you to click on the subscribe button by going down right now, and also tick on the bell icon so that way you get notified when I drop new videos like this. Without further ado, let us go into today's video. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 steps that you can follow in order to handle a difficult customer effectively and retain them in your business. But before we go into these steps, I need you to bear in mind that the customer is king and therefore may not always be right. But that doesn't mean all customers are easy to deal with. If you have ever worked in a customer service industry, you will agree with me that customers can be downright unruly in some cases. Still, if you want to stay in business, you have to deal with them, or you have to learn how to deal with them. Finding techniques that help you handle or satisfy an unhappy customer and win them to your business is the key to improving great customer service. Even when you really feel like punching the customer in the face, if you know what I mean. So the number one step that you must take in order to handle a difficult customer is for you to listen. Do not try to talk over the customer or argue with them. Let the customer have their say, even if you know what they are going to say next, and even if they may not have all the information or even if they are mistaken. As you listen, take the opportunity to build rapport with this customer. The number two step to take in handling a difficult customer is to build rapport through empathy. Now, you need to put yourself in the customer's shoes. Imagine yourself in the customer's shoes. Echo back the source of their frustration and show that you understand their position and situation. You can identify with the customer's issue. It will help them calm down. If you verbally nod during the call, for instance, the customer will feel better understood. You need to make gestures that shows that you're receiving their communication and you understand exactly their standpoint on the situation on ground. The number three step you should take to handle a difficult customer is to lower your voice when talking to this customer. If the customer gets louder, start speaking. You as a customer service professional should start speaking more slowly and in a lower tone. Your calm demeanor will reflect on them and will help them to settle down. As you approach the situation with a calm, clear mind, unaffected by the customer's tone or volume, anger will generally dissipate. The number four step to take in handling a difficult customer is to assume all customers are watching. Now, you need to picture in your mind that you're not talking only to the customer, but to an audience that is watching the interaction. This shift in perspective can provide an emotional buffer if the customer is being verbally abusive, and this will also allow you to think more clearly when responding. So you need to picture yourself in a room or in a theater filled with hundreds of people, and you're trying to use that difficult customer to demonstrate your professionalism, to demonstrate how best or how good you are at handling that kind of situation. The number five step to handle a difficult customer is for you to know when to give in. If not satisfying the customer is going to take 2 hours, it is probably better to draw a compromise a bit more in your favor to give you more time to nurture a more productive customer relationship. Keep in mind that the interaction is not typical of most customers and that you're dealing with an exception. So why waste 2 hours trying to argue or prove a point to a difficult customer when you can just make it pass and just make an exception in order for you to keep that relationship with the customer? The other way to handle giving in is, if you are not in a position to make the decision, it's better you refer that customer to a superior officer who can then approve of the exception that is required to satisfy that particular customer at the point in time. The number 6 step to handle a difficult customer is for you never to get angry or upset. If the customer is swearing or being verbally abusive, take a deep breath and continue as if you didn't hear them. Responding in kind will not solve anything, and it will usually escalate the situation in a negative direction. Instead, remind the customer that you are there to help them and that you're their best and immediate chance of resolving the situation. From this simple statement will help diffuse the situation, because the customer will then build a certain trust and confidence in your ability to resolve their problem. The number 7 step to handle a difficult customer is never to take it personally. Always speak to the issue at hand and do not get personal, even if the customer does. Remember that the customer doesn't know you and they are just venting their frustration at you as a representative of the company or as a business owner. So your duty is to gently guide the conversation back to the issue and how you intend to resolve it. You must try to ignore personal comments. Even if it gets to you, just ignore. So the number 8 step to take in handling a difficult customer is for you to remember that you are interacting with a human being. As human beings, we all have our bad days. Everyone has had bad days. So that difficult customer at that point in time may have had a fight with his or her spouse, or maybe got his or her car dented in traffic that morning, or have had a run of bad luck. We've all been there to some degree. Try to help make the customer's day better by being pleasant and by talking to them with a calming voice. It will make you feel good too as the business owner. Number 9 step to take in handling a difficult customer is, if you promise a call back, ensure you call back. Even if you promise an update that you don't have yet, call the customer at the scheduled time anyway. The customer will be reassured to know that you were not trying to dodge them and will appreciate the follow-up, and that will also boost your credibility with this customer. The number 10 step in handling a difficult customer, for the purpose of this video, is to summarize the next steps or the next line of action. Now, at the end of the call or at the end of the interaction with this customer, let the customer know exactly what to expect, and then be sure to follow up through on your promises. Document the process, the conversation, to ensure you are well prepared for the next interaction with this customer. I do hope you found value in this video. If yes, kindly hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment for me. So let me know exactly what experience you've had handling a difficult customer, and let me know if there's any other difficult customer situation that you want me to address. Before you go, I'd like you to also get my free ebook that talks about the wealth in online marketing and the strategy to tap it for your business. You can get the book by clicking the description below. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. My name is Wale Oyebanji. Bye for now.